Alright, so talk. Got a few questions. I got a few complaints, which is always interesting. Is the problem with American Dictionary is it's highly incorrect. So we'll say please, and we'll say in the dictionary it means can you, not give, can you or can I use this? Give is not a word over there. So to say give in translation, it actually cannot be translated. So you say get. Can you get me? No, you can't say get me. Okay? Get me means one thing. Can you pick me up and take me somewhere? Is what you're actually saying in that particular form of English. So how would you say you want a cup of tea? That's all you say. So when someone says me cup of tea, they're saying, can you get me a cup of tea? So pronouncing by words, grammar, and English would mean simple. Something really, really simple. So me cup of tea would mean, can you get me a cup of tea? English is not a old language. If you ever looked around being a scholar or one of these people that like to dig up the dead and grab stuff and all of a sudden they're looting graves, as a lot of Iranians say, or Iraqis, you kind of start realizing that communicating by speaking was not and hardly ever used in the sense of using. So if someone were to use something of someone else's, theoretically, we'll pick on Harry Potter. Now, if you ever read the rules and regulations to such things, is to, if he ever used a goat while doing a movie, acting in a movie, well, he might have horns later on, as some would say. Not too far away from the truth. So you kind of go with it, see where that's going without seeing where it's going, but hearing what he might end up turning into. So when you say, can you see this, in the sense of something not standing there, but he sees something standing there, so now you know what that actually means. So if you can see what I'm talking about, no, I'm not looking into your brain to find out what your thoughts are. Now, as far as the Arabs and the Iranians in Afghanistan, and Afghanistanis, I'll say, not Afghanistan, but people from Singapore and Indonesia kind of had the same view, delirious view. They're kind of same thought you do. Sounds like an idiot. But that wasn't their first reaction. Their first reaction was, my life's getting normal, damn. But this is actually normal. They're starting to learn. So when you start thinking about the dictionary, and I was having a little fun with a girl down in Penn College, speaking correctly, but I'm speaking fragmentally. Do I look like a freaking math equation? No, is what her answer was. Good, now you know that can't be literally spoken to a person. But now you got it marked down here, I said it wrong. But you're telling me in your own verbalization that's a fragmented sentence. Okay, explain the fragment, because it's not a hard drive. You're not a computer, but you need some adjustment in the sense of you, I don't really want to say change, but start thinking how if you went to Germany, how they're not going to listen to you in college. You're right, fragment. They're gonna say go on the employment line. That's definitely an insult. So, with that being said, it's also retarded to hear someone say that. So, when I say that, if I wanted to say a girl walked the dog down the street and the dog peed on the tree. So, a girl walked down. No, she didn't walk down. She was walking on the ground to, and then came to a tree. The dog decided to relieve itself. It's a more polite word to hear in the public, even in private, for you and the breeders. Then, as the dog was done, or the dog finished relieving, well, you can't really use finish either. The relieving was done of the dog, which sounds retarded, as some would say. I started walking, the dog started to walk beside me. How much normal English have you ever heard lately? Sounds retarded the other way. So, since we just noted what everyone just did, even though it's hypothetical, but I can't really say hypothetical. Hypothetical overseas is the same thing as saying hypersonic. Then you wonder why you see it all run off. Because it's not hypothetical. Now some would say, hold on, we don't have different dictionary terms in the sense of dictionary words to explain. It's not a term. It doesn't come and go as you want. You see terms come and go out of brand new dictionaries. So there's the best example of a term and 50 words being removed that actually describe something. And that's going on today. Why? Because just like you like to use words incorrectly, sometimes when it causes tragedy, it's best to take them out of the dictionary. Take them out so that the tragedy stops. We don't want to hurt or kill or murder or commit suicide, let alone hurt anyone else, let alone ourselves, so we need to remove them. That dictionary got real small lately. Other companies will print other things, but they've removed not keywords, because dictionaries don't come with keys. Words that may mean something a lot easier to explain, so we don't have to use so many words. We don't have to use pronouns, we don't have to use the add-ins or adjectives, as some would say they're adjectives. If an adjective is an adjective, then we're all in deep trouble. I'll make another video.